What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I'm Michigan Sports Talk here. This video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino. But in this one, we got some big news on the quarterback battle as Sherrone Moore has named the starting quarterback against USC, as Michigan will be rolling with Alex Orji. I go over why this is some big news and why having Orji as quarterback is Michigan's best option to win this game against USC. I also go over some injury updates that Sherrone Moore provided with Colston Loveland, Rayshaun Benny, and Myles Hinton, plus some position battles at center, cornerback, and much more. It's all going to be in this video and more, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so we got some big news here as Sherrone Moore in Michigan has announced their starting quarterback against USC, and it is going to be Alex Orji starting in the game for Michigan, as he will be making his first start as the Michigan starting quarterback, as Sherrone Moore announced it Monday in his press conference that Alex Orji will be the starting quarterback for Michigan against USC, and he said that Alex Orji has been studying his tail off and that he is excited for him, and I know he's chomping at the bit. So this is obviously some big news, and after Davis Warren's performance, 3 interceptions against Arkansas State, I think everybody kind of knew that it was just time to give Alex Orji his chance, because you cannot have a quarterback out there that is turning the ball over, especially against a good team like USC coming in this Saturday. So now it's Alex Orji's time to shine. I'm excited for him. I think it was also crucial for Sherrone Moore to just come out right away, get this out of the way, and now Alex Orji has the whole week to practice as Michigan's starting quarterback. Hopefully the offense can get in a groove in practice before the USC game with Alex Orji in there as quarterback. But now you're going to see a much different offense from Michigan without Davis Warren in there, and I think it could work a lot better than what's been going on, because with Davis Warren in there at quarterback, you're obviously going to be throwing the ball a little bit more. But obviously Davis Warren, he made some good throws against Arkansas State, but you cannot put the ball in harm's way the way he was doing it with 3 interceptions. You just cannot have that, because that's going to lose you games. So with Alex Orji in at quarterback, I expect this Michigan offense to become a much more run-heavy offense. We saw Michigan put in extra tight ends, extra offensive linemen in there against Arkansas State, and that's really where they had and started to have success running the ball. Michigan had 301 rushing yards against Arkansas State. Khalil Mullings, 150 plus yards, 2 touchdowns. Donovan Edwards, 82 yards, 1 touchdown. So the running game was starting to get going, and now you put in Alex Orji, and that's just another person or another player that USC's defense is going to have to account for in the run game. So this was, pretty big for Sherrone Moore and this Michigan coaching staff to just pick a direction, because they really had to pick a direction where they wanted to go. And hopefully now, Alex Orji can perform, and hopefully it just sparks, something into this Michigan team. And hopefully, Michigan and the coaching staff, they can just go with this route with Alex Orji as quarterback, and this, type of offensive identity that they're going to have now with Orji in at quarterback, because, we're 3 games into the season. We are 1/4 of the regular season that is done now. Sherrone Moore, this coaching staff, they had to pick which road they want to go down, and right now you just got to pick one and go with it. So let me know what you guys think about this, but Alex Orji will be the starting quarterback against USC, and like I said, I expect Michigan to become a much more run-heavy offense with him in there. They can do a lot with him, and we saw him go in there. His first drive led them down 9 plays, ended it in a touchdown, and he actually threw a nice touchdown pass to Hogan Hansen. It was a great play design too. So really what we need from Alex Orji Saturday against USC is converting on 3rd downs. If he can just make enough throws, he doesn't have to make a ton of throws in this game. He just needs to make enough throws on 3rd downs, keep the chains moving. So I'm excited for Alex Orji, and like I said, the biggest thing for this Michigan offense, do not turn the ball over. Now the AP poll did come out, and it is going to be number 18 Michigan taking on number 11 USC. Did want to give a shout out to the sponsor of this video and channel throughout the football season. You guessed it, BetUS. Right now now, the spread for the Michigan USC game is USC by 6. The over-under right now is 46.5. You can bet on that. Almost might take the under there. Also looking at the Tennessee-Oklahoma game, over-under is 57.5. With Tennessee's offense, I think that you could pick the over in that game. And also looking at the Oregon State-Purdue game, Purdue played terrible against Notre Dame. The spread is Oregon State by 4.5, and I think they could cover that. Let me know what you guys think about those picks and other picks you see. And right now you can head on over to betus.com and use promo code YouTube150 for a nice 150% deposit bonus up to $2,000 on your first deposit, and then a 125% deposit bonus up to $2,000 on your next 2 deposits, all with code YouTube150. So go check them out, and obviously please gamble responsibly. So I did want to talk about some position battles as well, but real quick here, did want to talk about some injury updates, and first one obviously on the most important one, which is Colston Loveland. Sherrone Moore has no update on him. Colston Loveland, he left the Michigan game in the second quarter, went to the locker room. I believe he did come out for one play. He caught the ball, then went down and came off the field again in the third quarter, and then after that he was done. Now Sherrone Moore post-game after the Arkansas State game, talking about the injuries of Colston Loveland, Rayshaun Benny, and Myles Hinton, he said, "We'll see. That's why we got a doctor, so we'll see what the doctors say." He said that Myles just cramped up, and then same thing with Rayshaun, so we'll see what the doctors say for further reveal. So hopefully Colston Loveland is ready to go by Saturday. I think, he did come out of the locker room, no pads on. There was no sling on his arm or anything, so that's definitely a good sign. But I will say Michigan does have, Marlon Klein, who had a pretty good game after Colston Loveland got injured. And Hogan Hansen also had that touchdown catch from Alex Orji. And then as far as some position battles now, we'll start with the center position battle, as Michigan has seniors Dominic Jyaire and Greg Crippen. Now Moore did say that the battle at center will continue. Jyaire graded out slightly higher, but Crippen had some big plays. Now Crippen, when he was in there, Michigan did have some very nice drives. It appeared they were able to run the ball up the middle, and they had 2 touchdowns. They did both play against Arkansas State. We'll see who they go with against USC, but hopefully they are nearing the permanent answer at center. Then also at cornerback, we got Jyaire, Aamir Hall, who both have been getting reps in. They've been rotated in and out. Jyaire did have a nice bounce back game against Arkansas State. He did struggle a lot against Texas, and I think USC might have the same type of game plan Texas did, where they aren't going to go after Will Johnson. They're going to probably go after Jyaire, the same thing Texas did. But both Aamir Hall and Jyaire played good against Arkansas State. Both of them had their rough patches against Texas. So hopefully, Jyaire and Aamir Hall can have good games against USC. I would expect Jyaire to continue to start, but right now that does seem to be one weak spot in the defense, especially when it came against Texas. But I will say, the final score 28-18 in the Michigan-Arkansas State game didn't go to show how good the 1s and 2s defensively for Michigan played in that game. The defense settled in. Arkansas State did move the chains on 3 third-down attempts in the first possession, but only 5 more the rest of the game. Arkansas State only had 149 total yards through 3 quarters, and they went 3 and out 4 times and gaining less than 30 yards on 7 of their first 9 possessions. But now they got a big test against USC. They're going to need to show up. It's going to be a big game to call for Wink Martindale. Now going back to the Michigan offense, obviously, they finally got the run game going, established the run against Arkansas State, and I'm sure we'll see them, probably shift towards and skew towards, a run-heavy offense now with Alex Orji in at quarterback. And me personally, I think that's how you're going to win this game against USC. As long as you don't turn the ball over, you win the time of possession battle, the turnover battle, and your offensive line, can push back that USC defensive line. Now, you're obviously going to have a chance to win. It's easier said than done, but that's how they're going to win this game. And really the whole team, especially defensively, they just need to play fundamental football. be disciplined, no penalties, no turnovers, and if they do that, they can have a chance to win this one. Now, the pass protection, it has not been great all season for the Michigan offensive line. I do think now with Alex Orji in at quarterback, you're going to see him, try and run the ball more, extending plays with his legs, and that should help Michigan's offense against this USC defense. But the biggest stress point for Alex Orji, don't put the ball in harm's way. Don't give USC's offense a short field, because this Michigan defense will take care of their job if the offense takes care of their job, and that's just putting together long drives, keeping the defense rested and not turning the ball over, and giving USC's offense a short field to work with. So field position is going to be absolutely huge in this one. But with that, that's going to wrap up today's video. Again, shout out to BetUS. Go ahead, check them out, guys, at betus.com and use promo code YouTube150. But other than that, hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you guys go ahead, drop a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more if you're new around here. I greatly appreciate it. And other than that, we will see you guys in the next video. Go Blue.